Here's Ryan. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Throwing again, Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 24.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Ryan's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. The pitch comes to Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Ryan. Dancing to his left.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.